Let me ask you something, my friend. When was the last time you thought about paying your grown kids a visit just to see how they're doing, spend some time, maybe help around a bit? You probably meant it from a good place, right? You love them, you miss them. And honestly, you've got the time now. But here's the thing. Sometimes visiting your grown children too often can do more harm than good. I know, it sounds strange coming from someone who believes in family closeness. But stay with me. As a senior relationship coach, I've seen this more times than I can count. And I want to share something that'll help you protect your health, your peace, and your relationship with your kids. See, when our children grow up, we don't stop being parents, but our role changes. They've built their lives now, jobs, homes, routines, and kids of their own. And when we show up too often, even with the best intentions, it can quietly upset that balance. I've seen many loving parents unintentionally cause tension because they didn't realize that too much presence can sometimes feel like pressure. You might think you're helping, but they might be trying to manage a dozen things at once. And instead of relaxing together, everyone ends up walking on eggshells. And let's talk about your well-being too. Traveling, staying overnight, trying to help with chores, it all sounds nice, but it can wear your body down. A study shows that about 1 in 4 older Americans, age 65 and up, say they're in fair or poor health. That means your body deserves rest, routine, and stability more than you may realize. So before you pack that bag, ask yourself, is this visit coming from excitement or from habit? Because peace of mind and physical health, those are things you can't buy back later. Here's what I've learned in my years coaching families. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is to give your grown children space. I'll tell you a story. A lovely woman I once worked with, her name was Margaret, used to visit her daughter every weekend. She'd cook, clean, and try to help. But after a while, she noticed her daughter seemed distant, even tired. One day, her daughter said, "Mom, I love you so much, but sometimes I just need a quiet weekend." Margaret was heartbroken at first, but when she started spacing out her visits, something beautiful happened. Her daughter started calling her more often. Their talks got deeper. Their time together felt joyful again, not routine. Sometimes less truly becomes more. Now, I want you to really take this in. You've spent most of your life taking care of others. You've done your job. You've given your best. This is your time to live your life, to rest, to explore, to laugh again, to join clubs, learn something new, even just sit in the sun with peace in your heart. When you give your kids space, you give yourself room to grow too. You stop waiting for their schedule to define your happiness. That's not being distant, that's being wise. That's what healthy independence looks like. Remember, love isn't measured by how often you show up at their door. It's measured by how well you understand when to step in and when to step back. A phone call, a short note, a thinking of you text. Those things mean just as much. Because when you give your kids room to breathe, they'll start missing you in the best way possible. They'll invite you over, not out of duty, but out of love. So before your next visit, just pause and ask yourself, is this trip to reconnect or to fill my time? If this talk gave you something to think about, like this video so more seniors can see it too. And don't forget to subscribe and join our warm little community. We talk honestly about life, love, aging, and everything in between. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How often do you visit your grown children? And how do you keep the bond strong without showing up too often? Share it in the comments so that other seniors can learn too. And as always, may you be surrounded by peace, health, and the gentle joy of knowing you've raised your kids well.